You didn't upgrade the meds? Yeah, I decided against it. The Plague Doctor has extremely high resist, so they're unlikely to actually bleed themselves to the extent that we need to purge it.
Desperation unites the hopeful. Tried and tested. A bond to be counted on.
There we go. Hey, 6 relationships. We love to see it. Defender, stress, highway robbery. We should probably have that equipped at some point. Play out dodge, bellow dodge. Battle ballad, strength, double tap, strength, razor's wit, dodge, play grenade, strength, bolster, stress, noxious, stress, grape shot, stress, incision, stress. There's a few dodges in there that will be applied during the fight, so I like that. There's some not good selections there, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
I can't move while looking at this thing. You know, Bellow is nice to have, removes riposte. I don't know if there's any riposte that we need to deal with here. Slowing enemies, though, is pretty useful and pretty helpful. So that could be something that we just grab just to make sure that we move first on the next turn. But because of the whole positioning thing, I do like to hold the line to move forward. But you know what? I'll swap. I'll swap. The game gave me a good enough reason to do it. And the Plague Doctor tends to move before the Man-at-Arms anyway, so they're already moving back one. Now, I don't remember how many combats there are. So I'm gonna give you light. You don't need 3 triage kits. If we need 3 triage kits before we actually hit the mountain, something's gone wrong.
Here, at the nexus of ruin, loathing poured forth from the darkest recesses of your mind. Your failures took form, and the world bowed in honor of your great wretchedness. The stain of your bankruptcy frayed the very fabric of our dimension. But you were afraid to face what you had wrought and fled down the long road of your memories, hiding yourself away.
I don't understand the plot of Darkest Dungeon 2, but you don't have to. You can just play the game. Plus crit, plus speed. Watch this. I'm watching. I'm watching, NASA. I hate that so much. Sheriff is gonna get a turn immediately. We could go for the Evangelist and try to kill it, but it's a lot tankier, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Our light actually got pretty low. So we could purge the dodge. We could grape shot to purge the block token. We could go for the deacon, but I don't know if we can kill the deacon, and it's also probably gonna get worshipped and then healed constantly. You definitely do not need to duelist. I think you probably take aim. It's a speed buff as well. Gives you a dodge. Crits are damage. Okay, you move back. And then I gotta admit, I do like play out, gives a dodge token, and also moves you back into the correct position. What game do you like the most, 1 or 2? I mean, they're both good. They both play differently. It's a different game. Bellow can remove the dodge token. Upgraded, it would remove the crit, but it's okay. All right. 14 damage. It's not as high as I would like. If we had the strength instead of the block from the Jester, we would have a little bit more damage, but this is still... It's still probably good enough, because I think we can get the kill with the Plague Doctor. Or you know what? We can get the kill with the Man-at-Arms. Oh, sorry, the Highwayman next turn. Put in a combo, or move someone. Nah, put in the combo. You're gonna crit for 3 crit. Just crit. Good dodge. That's a nice dodge because we need to hit. That's annoying, but we didn't put up a taunt, so we knew that that was a possibility. We can put out a taunt now, we can put out a defend. Defend is lower stress. And we know that the Evangelist is gonna target the front anyways. This will get a kill on the cultists or the Cherub, so we won't have to worry about worship. Part of the reason why the Exemplar is so difficult is because he eats the enemy when they have 2 worship stacks. On a fight like this, on their turn, they will give the worship to the big boy unit. So DOT can kill the Cherub before it transfers the worship over, but for the Exemplar, you have to kill it a turn faster, basically. Makes it a lot harder, as you would expect. That's a lot of stress relief. I like the daze too. Did that remove the crit? What? How did I remove a crit? I have no idea. Weakness doesn't remove crit. I must have done something. What does Sparkle Ball do?
Heroes are human.
Blindness? Is blindness crit? If blindness is the opposite of crits, I have been neglecting blindness, I think. Because that's pretty solid. Much better. Does Daze remove crit? I don't think so, because if Daze removed crit, then it would cancel out the token, right? But Daze just applied. So I don't know. You gotta watch the footage on that one, I think, because something happened. I mean, I think we can get the kill before you transfer over a token, which is lovely, by the way. Look at this, dodge around, blocks and guards around, everyone's happy. You're vulnerable, you're dead. Don't need to use holy water. Guess we just slice off. This is a dodge, but we don't need it. I gotta hit you for 1 point of damage to get you on death's door. I will do that. Oh no, I'm dying. No, I wanted to do stress healing, you bastard. He dared to die due to my trinket, my reflected 2 damage.
Those who dare.
He dared to die. You dare to die. Okay, we're good. There's probably another combat. There seems to always be 2, except for the first one. The first chapter only has 1. No one cares. All right. Might as well send in the Plague Doctor first, right? Oh, look. You know what? If you can taunt out the big attack from the Cardinal, I'm actually pretty happy with that. You've got decent resists to all of the DOTs. And actually, you're gonna heal thanks to the sweater. Don't forget to maybe adjust your skills and trinkets before the end, huh? That'd be a good thing to do. You know, I'm actually very glad I got Bellow, because it removes the dodge token. Oh, dude, thank you for the shuffle. It's very helpful, actually. There's your heal. So we could Noxious, but our... You're gonna have to hit it with a grape shot? I mean, we're blinded. Do we move back? Probably get rid of your block token, so when we crit with the Highwayman, we do a lot more damage. Or we could slice you off. But I think I would much rather... Nope, forward. Move forward so we can push the Plague Doctor back. 21 damage crit, look at that.
Let us hope to finish this.
Only got one action, that's pretty nice. Oh, you had missed. Do you play out? Do you Holy Water? You know, I think you do Holy Water. I don't want this for the next combat. We only have one. We have other things, so let's get value from it. Let's start slicing you off. Heh heh heh. Only got hit by the bleed. Retribution? Nah. That's a kill. And a heal. We need you when we begin to rebuild. Turns. Actually think you probably just remove the bleed. Just stay on top of it. You got a crit coming up next, which is nice. We have a crit coming up now. 28, 20. I think I'd rather do 20 and then get into a better position to hit next turn. Yeah. Gets us a dodge token as well, some riposts.
Hold fast. For who knows what
Yawning Void is just the Cardinal's morning warm-up. Just wait until Screaming Void or mildly raised Voice Void. No? That's the only move we can do. And, have you move back?
Deliberate and
they're going very well.
Appliance of harm.
And you're now slow.
Cooperation is
Thanks for the buffs at the very end of the combat, by the way. Love it when that happens.
Persistence will overcome even the greatest of threats.
All right, final check for combat items and skills coming up right now. You have healing salves equipped. Highwayman, you have the triage kits. Jester, take the Greek fire grenade. Plague Doctor, take the Ichor bomb. We're leaving the invigorating intoxicants, but that's okay. I would like also to have plus healing given instead of the sweater. I don't remember if this boss bleeds, but now is the time to get those heals, I think. You bleed, you do damage, you sparkle ball, you take extra actions, you block. Sounds good to me. We've got a lot of pretty good stained and unforgettable trinkets. We don't have a leper, so I don't know how to use this if you don't have a leper. I guess just you get high damage, but you miss 50% of the time. Extra action or 1 damage is also pretty good, but I like the trinkets on everyone. I like the fact that we have Sparkle Ball. This is more damage. I like the fact that we have good bleed. I like the fact that we have Nautical Compass, so let's do it. I like our setup.
I remember our first meeting on the steps of the university. You were golden, lit from within by the glow of potential. Finally, my friend, I would see that potential realized. It is time to reclaim the world from your weakness. Meet your derelictions with blazing defiance. The equation must be balanced.
You know, if you stopped talking, the stagecoach would drive a little bit faster. You must stop this. Okay, well, stop stopping me from stopping this. Get out of my way, old man. Get out of the way, nerd. Oh, God.
Gaze now upon your great achievement, the sum total of your failings, your body of work.
I forgot how good the music is here, too. Okay. So, right. This is why I brought all of that blight resistance. Hopefully work well here. Very high blight resistances. Melee skills give blight. We got a lot of blight resist on our side. Low resist to burn, low resist to bleed. I don't want to use... Oh, God. I don't want to use the Greek Fire Grenade until the last phase, because we might need this to, like, purge dodge. This dude has 4 dong. Probably has more than that hidden away down here somewhere. Take aim! Oh, right, we have to do damage to, like, a certain proportion of his HP at some point, right? Acid reflux, catabolize, I forget which. Blight, lower blight resist. What's your blight resist right now? Only 25. We gave it all to the Jester and the Man-at-Arms, and the Plague Doctor already has blight resists. You're gastric juiced, you're gastric juiced. Probably defend, I think, the Jester. Or we could Retribution, or we could Bellow, for that matter. I mean, start the damage, right? Yeah, gastric juices, quote, end quote. Play out, Razor's Wit. Definitely play out. Now we're in a good position. Because you have enough block tokens now. Let's get that damage done. Dodge riposte. It's very unlikely to land. We can blind. Better chance and a possible combo. We probably should have taken the strength-giving ability for the Plague Doctor. That's something to think about for the future. This first phase being almost immune to blight, but not actually. Yeah, something else for the Plague Doctor would be nice. Something like, honestly, Ounce of Prevention, but also Emboldening Vapors. Yeah, Ounce of Prevention would have been really nice here. Tap side of forehead. Let's try to remember that for the future, right? I want to guard the Highwayman because he is the least blight resistant. There we go. Lots of dodge tokens everywhere. I love it. Missed the acid reflux. We have another taunt up. Applied horror. That's not bad. Interesting. Gastric juice cannot be guarded. Would be nice if this told me that, but that's okay. What's your chances without the flagellant? We'll be fine. We'll be totally fine. I have 3 triage kits. The last time I was here, I think I had 5. We used like one of them. We'll be fine. My regards. Are you immune to stun? Nope, you just resisted. That's okay. Bolster does not remove horror. We don't really need to defend if you're just gonna go around it, so I guess we'll just retribution. We do have 2 actions, so why don't we, let's retribution first, because you're gonna be at the end of the turn order. Let's get the ripostes up. You know what? Oof, dude, we can land this blight. Innate.
There is beauty in our imperfections.
Honestly, if you go into academic view, it should just send you here. We have innate 33% piercing, wall combo 30% piercing, guaranteed crit 20% piercing. So we have a 83% chance of landing the blight. There you go. Good crit, my friend. What I really like about a long boss fight like this is that the Plague Doctor is going to be building up these tokens constantly. And they're going to expire after a while, but we can enter a phase with like a block and a dodge or something like that. And of course we're getting extra blocks and dodges thanks to the relationships. Got a solid performance here. Good crit, Jesus. Bella doesn't seem particularly important. Neither does Bolster. We could crush. It's really good damage. Why not? We don't need to put up a guard. We already have the guard up and he's not, well, he can't be guarded. He just goes around it. So again, like here, I think we take aim. Get tokens for the future. Oh no, you hit me for 2. Whatever am I gonna do? When you're comboed, I heal. And we have an extra turn. This is unlikely to land, but like, what else are you gonna do? The Blight's not really that bad, and we have limited heals, so we can either blind or go for a Blight. My dude is already taking 11. If we land the Blight, we can hit him on Death's Door, but I think we just blind and gas him. We'll get a heal out of the Man-at-Arms and go to the next phase. We might be there now. We're there now.
Its infernal gaze pierces the veil of reality.
You didn't get a turn. Glare. Self something. Covetous glance, haymaker, question mark. I don't think I've seen the question mark. I think that requires tokens. Maybe this is the boss where you have to do enough damage to have him pass the next threshold. I don't know. The F is that. Oh, it's just the boss. Holster? I'll let the Jester clear the stress. It'll clear the horror as well. We'll just put up a defend. I'm gonna defend the Highwayman again. Let me look. Right. Let me look. The Jester can get his own tokens. You can hit pretty much anywhere. Let's put up the guard again. This is your stomach on drugs. Like, he keeps getting a turn and then nothing happens. I'm kind of confused. Wind up. Contempt, you're next. I don't know how much damage we have to do. It's roughly 50, I think. Looking at the tiny ass little line here. I hope this is one of the things that they make better for UI work in the future, because this is annoying as hell. But we've got good damage crits coming up. Anyways. Sparkle ball, thank you. Double tap's giving him strength, okay. Yeah, let's just keep the stress down then. We can actually land the blood here too. I'm not vibing with how much the music doesn't fit. Really? I think it's great. Oh, covetous glands, you stole all my tokens. You would be nice if that told me. Just, again, just saying. We'll have to rebuild our tokens now. And we have a riposte coming up. So let's do the best attack for punching down the blocks. Lead him up. Hammer. I don't know if we hit the threshold. Hope we did. Got a crit up. 12 damage. We're 8 in strength. Guess it's crit for 12. Gives a strength token to someone else. Hopeful. Big resists. I don't know if we need that, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
Malaise.
More reduction of stress.
And steady.
Covetous glance, you're gonna steal. You steal all of the positive tokens. That's annoying, but ultimately I can accept it. I have to. So. Yeah, keep the guard up. Gives you guard tokens too. You're gonna need them. Because you're getting literally hammered. Got another action. Could attack, but the retribution is real nice. Keep the taunts up, keep the riposts up. Stress is looking fine. Fade to black is tempting here just to maybe put a blindness, but the riposts are actually not that bad.
Bravo.
8 damage. Puts us in position to heal, but we need ideally tokens to heal off of, so we're not using a usage of our battlefield medicine. He's blinded, so this is very unlikely to land. Do we want to do this? Probably. We could take aim. When does he do the big attack? I don't know. He's got a lot of dot. We probably don't need crits. We can hit him. You're gonna steal all my tokens. I am giving him a lot of riposts. I'm honestly kind of okay with that. Because this is going well. Oh, this removes the riposts! Hello! There you go. Andy. Oh, we got pushed back. That's unexpected. Heal for 21, heal for 25, heal for 11. Taking 5 damage. The Jester can flip him, so I think we do an indiscriminate for a heal. Then a slice off. Could also do a play out. He's super slow. We can probably play out and then... Well, he's got a block token up. Maybe not. Let's do the slice off. Lovely crit. He's already past the threshold. Because, I don't know exactly how much damage we have to do, so it is a little tough to gauge. Over 8, 12. Wouldn't mind the blinding gas landing. Good blind. Yo, we guard. I didn't think about that. We guarded the Covetous Glance, so he stole no tokens. Incredible, fantastic, wonderful, beautiful. Oh, I took off the move forward, but that's okay. We can do it manually. Give me a layout. We gotta move back. What's your movement resist? 30! We don't have any way of becoming immobile now, so if you get knocked back, we'll enter the next phase. And we're there.
Behold the hateful god upon his
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Your failures made flesh.
Shackles of the past. Cannot use melee, cannot use range, cannot use stress, cannot use HP. Can't actually do anything from this position. Could use a triage kit at this point. Just, it's gonna use the crit. I'd rather it not. I'm gonna move back 1. The sheriffs are gonna get a bunch of actions, but it is what it is. Now you can't use ranged. Frick!
Agony.
Horror, utility, Edge of Oblivion. You took my taunt. That's a weird one. Stars align, dodge, and block tokens, okay? See, this is where I think we need to use the bombs, just to like, oh, it's one target! Frick! Do it anyways. He's taunted, so do that and then hit him with the plague grenade, Dad. You know what? You should use the healing salve. That's what you should do.
A little help, impeccably timed.
Retribution's on cooldown. Bolster. We're gonna let the Jester remove your stress. Can we do that, or did we do that last turn? I mean, Bolster's a block. I'd much rather just toss out like a defend. We'll defend the Jester. Yeah, it's on. But we can't use it anyways. Makes sense. Fire grenade.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Burn these fools. Lay out, we don't need. Slice off, we don't need. Fade to Black and Razor's Wit is what we want to do here. I need better backline targeting, but it's okay. Strange Axis. Ooh, you gave me blindness and vulnerability off of that. Empty Vessel. Give me a little DOT. Assortment. Let's heal you up.
This road cannot be.
We have the triage kit, so if we need him, we can pull him out. Do we bellow? I think we bellow. Actually, we probably retribution into a bellow. Can't use creep shot. Can use duelist though.
An opportunity.
It's okay because we get the tokens out of it. And now you can't use a stress heal. It's okay. Fading Ember. I don't know what that did. We gotta kill the other one now though. So you know what? We're We gotta do it. Let's freaking do it.
The enemy weakens.
He's taking 12 damage. Unfortunately, no one else can really do anything about it. Let's not use the other fire grenade then, because if he's taken 12, he'll die in 2 turns regardless. Get rid of that horror.
Quiet the howling mind.
We'll have to put out a heal eventually. I'm hoping that we can just crush or get a little bit more damage done so we can just heal with the battlefield medicine, of course. That's enough damage. That knockback is really annoying because I don't have point-blank shot, so I can't actually do anything from this position. I can just move. So we need to have the Jester here so that we can alternate with Fade to Black. I think that's what we need. That'll be a crit. I'll throw it out there. Good turn for it. Did that not remove horror? No, we probably got horror again. Stars align. You're dead. You're worshipped, but you're dead. So in theory, I can wait on you. Dun 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 dun. Cannot use melee attacks. That's fine. That's fine. You can't use your melee attacks either. That's fine. That's fine. Why do you keep getting knocked back? Pity those who glimpse the mind of God. They just didn't want to write the description, I think. Why are we getting shuffled? It's gotta be something from this guy, but I can't look at his attacks. Let's give you a block token. If ever you can't use ranged, you can still use your duelist advance. Samsara. You did create another dude, which is unfortunate, but it's much easier for me to hit this one than it is to hit the one in the back. Strange Axis. Every one of my tokens has been reversed. Maybe not reversed, but maybe like randomized. Okay. You're dead. You're dead. As long as he doesn't summon a new one, we've got this. Good dodge. Actually, we can't use a melee attack, so you can't kill him. Jester can. We should still put out the defend. No reason to bolster. We do need the Jester to move back at some point, though, so that he can do the inspiring tune, but that doesn't have to be now. Well, you know what he could do. No, you gotta get the kill. There we go. Face your failure. Who do we want to face their failure? Please face. You think the bards will get our stories right? I swore to give it my last. We move beyond the realm of theory. Only 2 ways this ends. Let's face the failure of the man-at-arms. The riposte should be very good at this. To have him just hit. Hello, Sir Ghost. Spectres of regret, give me your worst. He might be a little slow. He got knocked to the back. Ooh, that is not ideal. We don't need to do that much damage to the boss. We can take time moving. So for instance, you know, no, we can Retribution from the back, so he's fine there. Plague Doctor isn't. What's the most important thing right now? Tokens. Dodges. You probably can't miss with the one that F's with your tokens, but still. I think we do Grape Shot, because Sparkle Ball could still apply debuffs. Yeah, in theory, Retribution is going to make short work of this ghost. Oh no, the Plague Doctor's going to be at the front. Well, This MF really has 1,000 HP. He does, but if you haven't seen this, you'll get the deal very quickly. There's a trick to the fight. Bolster defend. We want to... we probably want to bolster right now, actually. Our stress was looking a little high, and the Jester's at the front. He can get blind and miss strange access. That's very useful to know. We need to duelist advance. Plague Doctor's in the back. But I don't want to pull him to the front. Whatever, we're gonna have to. He can take aim next turn. Forward for one turn. My dude needs to move forward. I should have probably done it earlier. I wonder what kind of attack does 800 damage? Well, stick around, maybe you'll find out. Lower stress gives a strength token to the Jester. Jester doesn't need strength. Stress on our good friend, the Man-at-Arms, is probably important here. Let's do that. It's a good combo, too. We actually stacked a little bit of dot there. Oh, he is taking self-damage every time he hits me, which is nice. I don't know why you didn't get a turn there. That was a little weird. Okay, you just can't do anything? I mean, I understand. All right, on his next attack, he will die, so I'm just gonna bolster. Thank you, Trinket of Reflecting Damage.
Destroy this half-remembered specter.
I'll do right by you lot, I promise. Exaltation. Deals 200 damage. Self minus 5 stress. Flame plus 15. It's a little low. Heal 33%. Face your failure. There we go. Now we're in the correct orientation. And now that we've done that, the lock that continuously means that we can't do a particular attack is gone on that unit, so he can do everything at all times. Oh, dude. Absolutely start pistol shotting. Not use melee, that's fine. No, you took my tokens! I still have my crit, but I am blind. You took my vulnerability, which is nice. You also took my crits! Damn it!
The slow suffering begins.
Very weak DOT, which is nice. All right, back one's dead.
Measured and
We do need to focus on the front one. I think a riposte is probably in order. We have a lot of block tokens. We could just guard, but we could bellow. Give me the bellow. Resisted the debuff, that's fine. You're blinded. You had a like 12% chance of hitting that one. Dazed, immobilized, comboed. We'll just crush him. Can we get the kill now? We could. I think I'd rather slice off. What does the orange token on the cultists do? So, if a small minion, if a 1 size minion gets 2 worship tokens, they'll transfer it on their turn to the big minion on the field. In this case, it's the boss, but sometimes there's a deacon or a cardinal, I believe is what they're called. So you want to try to kill them before they get the worship tokens because it enables a very powerful skill. Does a lot of damage or a lot of stress or something. So, if you let them live more than 2 turns, they'll start transferring the tokens. Sometimes it also heals, gives them regen, cures their damage over time. It can be kind of annoying, so you do need to deal with it when you can. I resisted, that's fine. Can't believe that didn't kill you. Oh, you're gonna die anyways. Thank you. Face your failure. I wish I had more tokens on the Highwayman, but he could do some pistol shots, but he's a little weak, but he can heal himself. We get the Plague Doctor, and that way we can always be using Plague Grenade. It's probably her, but I'd really like the Highwayman to be able to always hit every position, because right now he's a range lock. He can't use his ranged attack next turn. What are we gonna do? I guess aim, take aim, get the crits. I'm gonna do the Plague Doctor. And it's the Professor! I should never have meddled. Professor, so good to see you! Bleh. Jester. I didn't want to do the Jester yet. The Jester is not actually someone who matters too much regarding when they get their abilities sorted, because they can always do like a stress heal or a play out. You bastard. I just created those tokens. Respectful. Did 0 damage. You know, thanks for the effort at least. You attacked an ethereal specter, and you know what? You did me good. You did me good, kid. I just wanted to see who they summoned. Probably the violinist, but what do I know? So I'm trying to think what we do here. I want you forward, because the Highwayman can function perfectly well here, and if we get a knockback, you can fix it yourself. And what happens if we defend this? I'm very curious. It probably goes through the defend, but you never know. Good dodge. Who knows? Ah, good, we can't use any ranged attacks. You know what? Sure. Cure the bleed. Very glad I put up the guard now, because maybe he'll just die off of the guard. Yeah, took 2 damage. Well, he's not gonna die, but he's gonna get close. I could Retribution, which seems like a mistake. You know, we have enough guard tokens, we should be fine. Let's, no reason to bolster. Bolstering you is actually not bad, but you, fine. Rush for a heal. Probably just Retribution. Love his guts hanging out. Can't use your melee attack, but you can at least play yourself out. You can play out the, you know what, yeah, I actually like this. Play him out, and then you can fade to black. Nicer post.
Mistimed, misdirected.
Have a crit, have a strength. That's unfortunate. I would have loved to have him summon the specters on this turn. Instead, I might just take aim so we have the strength and the crit for future use. Although hopefully we're not ranged locked. Melee locked, totally fine. We lost 1 crit token, I don't really care. Pathetic hallucinations cannot confuse me. I don't know why I'm Sean Connery. All right, prepare for the next round. Still Horde? Dummy. Guard the highwayman, that's what I meant to say. Fade to black. We should be using that more often. The blindness helps a lot. All right, now we go to town. Thank you for the speed buff.
A breakthrough.
You can probably pistol shot him next turn. Wow, removed all 5 block tokens, gave me 1 vulnerability. You coward. We'll probably play grenade now. Crush doesn't really do much unless it hits, but it does have a small chance of hitting. We could bellow, which will slow him down, but that also doesn't really do much. They don't have dodge tokens, they have block tokens. So I think we just take the 25% chance of landing a hit. Functions the same way. Good crit, and you get a dodge token. We'll just fade to black or crush next turn. Play grenade kills the cherub in the back.
Strength dwindles.
You're ranged locked. That's actually still kind of okay, but I am gonna take aim again. I'm doing this specifically because I want him to have multiple crits up for when his failure is being faced, which I think I want to do next. I'm not really damaging the boss, so we're gonna see all of them. What did that do? Fading embers. It doesn't look like it did anything. Oh, you tried to stun me. I'm very glad I resisted it then with my 20% resist chance, I think. You know what, let's let them... Nah, it's fine. Let's let these 2 units kill this thing. Good heal. Fade. I'm not using the grenade, but there's no reason to right now. I would like the highwayman. He's in a very good position to do this right now. He can attack, he's got 2 crits. I have mourned them long enough. 2 of those will do it, so feel good. No, health lock is irrelevant, completely irrelevant. This is where we might want to consider using the Greek fire grenade. If we can't land the plague grenade in the back, we need to still do some damage. Get that retribution set up again. We're a little bit behind on our token generation for sure. You can't do anything, so lay him out. I'm starting to realize we really can't have the highwayman move up at all, because then he can't do anything. Stress is just fine. Damage is, like HP is just fine. We're doing very well. This one will land. We'll give him a heal next turn, I think.
Cooperation is the key.
Buffs? I mean, debuff resist 10% is still pretty good. Good. I mean, the plan worked. 2 crits is all it took.
In the compassionate mind. It must be purged.
Yeah, shoot that chair. Now, I'd really like to see the jesters as well, so I'm gonna try to not kill this thing. You were blind, it didn't matter. Now you have a crit, though. Are you a dodgy boy at the back? Ooh, you are not, and we get some actions. And there goes all my blocks. That's okay, though. We can still retribute. What's with the sirens happening, man? Good. Debuff landed on all of them. Empty vessel can hit 2? It is like just 1 damage DOTs, but still. Face your failure minus 20% death store resist. 86, 61, 61, 61. Ugh. Those shared things are gonna walk 500 miles, then walk 500 more. What? I get what you're saying. I just don't know why you're saying it. I feel like I've missed something. Oh Lord.
The enemy
because they are proclaimers. And I will walk. I can't do that because I'm gonna get copyrighted, but you know, you get the gist of it. All right, where do you want to be? I want to have you in the back. Face your failure. Nope, futility. All right. Maybe we don't get the final failure. I don't know. Just gonna 14. We can heal him. Indiscriminate science. We can heal him indiscriminately. Nice. Yeah, well, you're just gonna go back and get copyright stricken for singing. The point isn't that you're singing, the point is, there you go, face your failure. The point is, does the YouTube Content ID system catch it? Darken my ear no longer, bastard thing. All right, let's try to put some debuffs on this guy. He's weak, that works. It's gonna take a few turns to kill him. I wanna kill the boss with exaltation, that's what I want. So I'm doing this purposefully slowly at this point. I'm not gonna be reposting anymore. I like that. You're melee locked, you dick. He resisted the burn. All right, do this. Glad I did that because we got crit off of that. Okay, bolster. This is a hard one to deal with because if he was in the middle, I could just bleed him, but I have to use the Dirk Stab, which is actually Razor's Wit, and the Fade to Black, which is going to be a little slow, I think. It's okay. We have healing kits we can use if we need to, and we're going to get a crit one potentially. I mean,
lethality writ large.
You never know. His damage is going to be increasing though, but you know what you know what you do? You guard. I'm wrong. We do guard every turn. Come on, hit me. Hit me and take 2 damage every turn. Yeah.
A master stroke.
Good crit. If I give you strength, you might be able to kill him in one shot. Or keep applying some sparkle balls. Good dodge. I knew it was gonna happen before he even futilitied me. He's futile. All right, one more. I love that that works. They take 2 damage. Keep the defend going. We did get another action, too. Is he bellow? I can't whistle into the microphone. Feel like it'll just peek out. But that's a solid little ditty. Goodbye, my tokens. Oh, you only ruined one token. That wasn't that bad. Oh good, he's immobilized.
Bravo!
Still resisted. I wanted the strength. I like the fact that the Man-at-Arms resists every time. That's very good.
Emancipation is
From here on out, it's Major Keys only. Who's Major Keys?
To destroy the thing is to destroy yourself. But the world will spring anew from the memory you kept of it. Your confession is complete. The cosmic axes are aligned once more. Forgive yourself. Humanity is a weak hypothesis, after all. An unbalanced equation, an imperfect angle. We sow the seeds of our ruin and seek to deny its reckoning. We make mountains of our mistakes, monsters of our misdeeds. We slip and stumble, we fail and we falter. And yet, in each of us, a hopeful light. Holding fast against the hellish shadows that gather between our good intentions. And in each of us, a limitless emptiness. Of a darkest dungeon. The flame grows stronger.
Woo! I like the design of that 4th and 5th boss fights. This one goes on a little long though. Like, as long as you're in control and it's not really in danger, you're just like, okay, gotta kill the imps. I've got infinite healing and I've got infinite guarding, and because when you're actually at the chair, I don't know what the worship would do, but as long as you stop the worship moving on to the middle, it doesn't seem particularly troublesome. The first 2 phases are way more interesting, and then the 3rd phase of that is just, hey, is anyone dead yet? Can I like pick someone off before? No? Okay, well, you know what? You're fine. Although if you didn't have good healing or limited use stuff and you ran out, it could be dangerous, but if you have a Man-at-Arms or a Flagellant, it seems to run pretty well because you have stress relief and healing covered. Well, not healing, but maybe with the crush. We've unlocked all the stagecoach stuff. Do we have all of the characters unlocked? 2 left. Less than I thought.
In the world's dark corners, he will revel in his rotting immortality.
I guess there's no dialogue for the bounty hunter, but there it is. Oh, wait.
A watchful protector. He will safeguard the roads he once haunted.
Wrecked him. That it surely did. +6 reputation or -4 reputation. There we go. The living city complete. The working fields complete.
Wisdom will
I guess at this point we could start dumping points into infernal flames if we really wanted to. Or, alternatively, what we could do, what we might want to do, is think about going for a... because we can get almost fully close to the maximum memories unlocks. We can see what these do, and we can start thinking about actually adding memories to people and bringing them out on future missions, and going for the achievement of defeat every boss with a particular squad. It might not be this squad. I don't want Breacher on my Plague Doctor. Let's see how this works. Evocation.
As the mind wanders, the past feels almost within reach.
So we can get 2 hot baths and 1 lucky break. Excuse me?
Sun-dappled roads winding through
Hot
ancient
bath.
forests.
Hot bath, lucky break.
Conversations in the coach.
Hot bath, lucky break.
We were close.
Is it the
then.
same ones every time, or do they change? Let's level it up a little bit
Reflect
more.
now on simpler times.
Token of friendship, plus 10%
Precious
positive
moments
banter.
and finer things.
I guess it's the same for everyone. You get the same options, potentially. I'm going to stop upgrading this because I'm not going to do that right now. What I am going to do
Hearts and
is go back to the
minds who
Intrepid
carry the
Coast,
day.
as it lags terribly, and I'm going to unlock the first Infernal Flame at the very least. 20 more to upgrade. I can do one of those. Each Infernal Flame provides a different challenge in return for a candle scoring bonus at the end of the expedition. Mounted into the designated flame slot in the stagecoach, it must be equipped before leaving the Valley Inn. Only one can be equipped at a time. And the first one is negative relationships, negative quirks. Meltdown is weakness and vulnerability. Resolute is a crit, small positive. More candles of hope. So this is really just a little bit of extra negative relationship chance, which is fair. The other ones, I mean, they get pretty ridiculous. Minus HP, traveling flame drain. Every monster gets more death's door resist. That's just annoying. We might check those out at some point. But at least we unlocked the first of the Infernal Flames. And then I forget what these do. It's like alternate weapon skins or something. Doesn't seem particularly
The more they
appealing to
have
me.
hold on to, the harder
Let's
they will
unlock
fight.
one of these, and let's
These
figure
are
out what we're gonna do with the
beaten,
other
broken
candles later.
souls.
For
And
now,
yet our fortunes
great
cry
run.
with them.
I like the 5th boss. Again, it's a bit long, but it's a lot of fun to fight. Every phase is unique. Blight on the first phase, if you can resist it, do that. Second phase, it's was it Blight there too? Second phase is just a lot of damage. You just need like to do a lot of damage and to guard maybe. Third phase, I don't know, anything will work. As long as you can hit the front and the back. That's what you need. You have to be able to hit the front and the back. Pull will work to pull an imp to the front, but you still have to be able to hit the number 1 and number 4 positions with something. Crits from the Highwayman were all that we needed, and it worked fine. Vulnerable on Meltdown does almost nothing. You're already set to super low HP. True, with the exception that if you heal, then you're still vulnerable. So, there's a bit of a negative there, of course. You're correct, though. You know, if you're going to get hit again, you're probably going to hit Death's Door anyways. Matters a lot more, I think, for the Flagellant. I assume that he will get the weakness and the vulnerability, but maybe not. Fun run, and good job. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Darkest Dungeon.